All right, everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. We're here for another week where we're going to give you something that is really a result of what we keep hearing about one of the challenges when it comes to generating leads. Either I'm short on time or I'm short on money or both. And, and on top of that, you've tried things like Angie's List and Home Advisor and Thumbtack. Lots of other things just aren't working, and it's been a super big frustration. So we want to be able to help give you something that will help you generate the leads you need without having to send them a dime. And this is part of this is actually one of the steps we're going to cover today. That is among 7 that's inside of the checklist I put together to help you do this effectively week in and week out. And a couple weeks ago, we talked about, I think, step number 4, which is, well, today we're going to cover step 5 and get you going. So let's dig in and get started. So I think a couple weeks back, it's been a couple weeks now, we talked about step 4, which was, what do you do when the phone rings and you just can't answer it? And we're not able to get to the phone for whatever. So we talked about and showed you some of the easy ways you can set up a missed call text back automation so that you keep leads warm, keep people responding, keep them ready to talk to you rather than going to the next person on their list. So if you missed that, go check out that recording or that video from a couple weeks ago. But today we want to talk about just the content that you're posting on social media. If you're not doing that now, this is ought to be something that is just readily available for you, and you can do it at least 3 times a week. And if nothing else, okay, just do these simple things. It's before and after pics. It's meet the crew shots, get to know humanize your brand, let people get to know who they're working with and who might be showing up at their house. And then even some direct offers like, hey, we've got room for this. If you do nothing else and you stop the video here and just bounce, just do those 3 things. But if you'd like to get a little more sauce on it and get a little more momentum, a little more leverage, then hang on for just a minute. I'll show you, since you're here watching this video, we'll give you a little bit more in-depth view into how some of our clients are doing this even better. Because one of the things I hear all the time, like I said earlier, is that I just don't have time. How do I find a way to actually post consistently when I just don't have the time to do it? And so there's busy work, there's hard work, but instead we want to give you a framework, and let's show you what that looks like. And before I do, I guess one thing I'll jump in and just mention, I mean, this is just one of the ways where we want to help you just compress hours into minutes, weeks into days. That's really what I'm all about. How do we get you really efficient with how you're trying to get this done? And using the framework we show you, this is really something that our clients are able to use to take and get a whole month's worth of content planned in just a matter of a few minutes in one shot. And that's what we find is that usually one of the hardest things we hear about when I talk to contractors every day is that I know I should post stuff, but I just don't get around to it, or I don't know what to post. I've got a blank sheet of paper. I've got a blank canvas. I've just got this blank. Well, I don't know. So we want to be able to help make sure that you've got an easy way to be able to, when it's time to create, you've got what you need, and you're going to do it in a way that actually leads to conversion. It's going to lead to people responding to the content you're producing or creating, so that you're able to actually get leads that you can do something with. And so that's really what this framework is all about and designed to do. So with that said, let's show you the goods. All right. So the first step using this framework is really just to organize your content or organize your thoughts around how you want to post things in themes, and whether you just pick a day of the week. And one of the things I think I may have mentioned earlier, but it's important to remember, is that consistency is better than quantity. So if you're going to do 10 posts, it's better to do 2 or 3 a week over the next 3 or 4 weeks rather than just do 10 in a day and then not touch it for a month. Okay. You want to consistently show up. So part of how we do that is just organizing your idea or the content you want to post in themes. So it's just a couple of different examples. Pick a day of the week. All right. Whether that's twice a week you want to start out, or 3 times a week. And just think about what are the different categories of things you might talk about. So here's an example for, let's just say, an HVAC. It could be keep it efficient Tuesday. And one of the things I might talk about would be smart thermostats, as an example. Or I like to do what were they thinking Wednesday? We've all been to those job sites where we think of what were these guys thinking, whether it was the previous homeowner, the past contractor, it could have been somebody that just really goofed it or did something way out of whack. And we see this all the time. These are things that really pull people in. DIY Tips Thursday. We want to be able to help people and help your homeowners feel more educated about and about what they're doing, or they can be smarter, savvier consumers, or maybe there are some things they just would rather do themselves. But whether it's specific to what how you can help them, or other things in and around their home, drop a couple tips so they can just be a better homeowner. Feature Photo Friday. So again, this is where you're doing your job site picks. So maybe that's the day of the week you want to post those. Show Me Saturday. So that could be, again, that could be other examples of things like examples where you did a great job, and you show testimonials, you show Google reviews, you post that content. So either way, think about what your themes are. Or if you want to pick specific highlighted projects that you do, if you're a general contractor, maybe one day of the week you want to show basement remodels, the next day you want to show kitchens. I mean, just something you can talk about each one of those themes. Organize the content is the idea around things that, if a certain theme, that if someone just were to come up and talk to you, you could come up with 10 things or 10 different ideas about that area in just a few minutes. So once you have those themes down, then you just start filling out the boxes, right? So what are some things to talk about? And you can see some examples down here. Inside the framework, we've got some tips on not only what to talk about, how to get your themes organized, but one of the key differences is you want to have a call to action, and you want to vary between the three big ones. Because if every single post is always buy today, sign up now, call for a quote, it becomes background noise. People don't pay attention. So what we encourage you to do is there's three different types of call to action. Certainly you want to have some buy now, but some of your other posts might have a call to action that's different. It could be the engage post, where all you're looking to do is to get people to comment. Hey, if this has ever happened to you, comment below. Or if you can relate to this, or if you learn something from this, I mean, just invite people to just comment below, and that's it, or share it with somebody else. Or tag a friend who could also use this, or tag a friend that you saw did this thing. I mean, what is it that you can encourage people to just engage with the content itself, and then learn more? So maybe it's a topic where in the content of the post, you're just talking about something at an inch deep, but if they want to go a mile deep, then go invite them to go learn more with a page on your website, or something or on an email that you put together. So that could be another way that you invite people just to go a little bit deeper on a given topic. So just rotate through them. And you want to that'll help you just keep people fresh and keep people engaged in what you're putting together. So again, there's more that we can get into, but just wanted to show you at least a little bit of a brief overview of how the framework works. And like I said, in a matter of minutes, after you just come up with 3 or 4 ideas per theme, pretty soon you've got a whole month's worth of content, and it'd probably only take you about 10, 15 minutes. Pull up your game plan and execute the plan. You've got a few minutes a day, and you've got what you need ready to go. And you can tell your team, or if other people are helping you, that you can put this stuff together, or take the pictures of the stuff you're doing, get that posted. And then from there, watch what happens. Let me know how it goes. Let me know what you found most useful. But we will see you next week. If you'd like a copy again of the framework, or the rest of the checklist, just let me know below, and we'll get you the details for free.